firm pressure on the smoother. Now I get this squeegee out without the Velcro. I can really firmly apply it to the corner, not to break it. Steady stroke. Now you can see I have my smoother at an angle instead of straight, because I like this to trace the air out. It just feels a little more natural for me. Firm tuck and cut. So firm pressure. Not too hard to go through both of them. And once you have the experience, you'll know the feel when you're going through both. Now when I come down towards the bottom, I'm going to maybe go a little bit to the right. Take off the glue, take my guide tape off, and we're going to peel this back. And grab this underneath piece. Use my Velcro tip. As you can see, I'm going in the middle of the sheet, and I'm going up and I'm forcing any air out firmly. On our next piece here, we're going to have an outside corner. We basically have come up the wall, stopped here. The instruction sheets basically say 2 to 4 inches is the minimum set line of the wrap from this outside corner to the right or to the left, or however you want to do it. But in this case, we have 7 inches, which is, you know, the wider this distance to the double cut, the better, because of the amount of surface you're going to have for the material to make the turn and go around and stay in place. And in this case, the standard practice that we always do on outside corners is actually applying a thin coat of adhesive, which is the clay adhesive that we're using on both corners, allowing it to dry or tack up to a point where it becomes stickier and has what we call the quote-unquote Velcro effect of adhesion for the product. Now I've set my laser line on this left here to the point that I'm going to have a 1/2 inch overlap on the corner to the next piece so I can double cut it. So we're going to set this sheet. Now I'm purposely doing this side because it's the wider area. So you want to basically put this whole sheet up. And my edge is approximately here. So we're just going to put the entire sheet on. And at the baseboard line, I'm going to basically, I'm going to cut off, I prefer to cut off because you have to notch it on the corner here anyway for the turn. Now you can use a wet rag or wet sponge. Do my cleaning on the face here. Then we want to wet this whole surface up here because we are working with real wood. We want to get the wood fibers damp so it starts being a little more flexible for the turn. So it doesn't break. You want it to round the edge and make the turn on a natural basis with the vertical grain. I'll show you after we do this piece. See how it's kind of making the turn as we go? Here, I'll take it from the straight edge point. And I'm going to cut this off. Now checking it, it's a nice firm, solid corner, rounded, looking good.